Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm serving you a flawless foundation routine with a couple of extras. So let's go ahead, let's get into it. Let's start with picking a shade. Always pick a shade that complements your undertones. Your undertones are what helps determine what a shade is going to look like on you. I always color match on my lower cheek area, or I color match on my chest. These two spots are closest to the neck, so it kind of helps me pick out an overall color that looks seamless. Before I apply my foundation, I'm going to color correct my nose with an orange corrector. Now, once I apply it, I'll blend it out and then I'll top it off with a translucent powder to kind of help tone down that orange and keep it from shining through the foundation. Due to makeup not being cheap all the time, I tend to put my foundation on in a dot method, and this just helps me control how much product I use. And then I'll blend it out with a sponge, and once I'm through blending with the sponge, I'll follow it up with a brush, and it all in all just kind of gives me a good flawless airbrushed look. Once my foundation is applied, I like to apply a translucent powder to kind of seal the deal for my sweatier spots. So you'll see me go under my eye and do most of my T-zone. Alright, let's highlight. Now this technique is used to kind of help brighten up the face a bit. Not everybody does it, but I start under my eye so that it can sit the longest, and then I'll move out and do the rest of my face, so the middle of my nose, my forehead, my upper lip to hide that little bit of stash, and my chin. And before I blend it all out, like I said, I'll let it sit there for a minute or two, all of it, just to kind of help elongate the wear. I want it to last throughout the entire night, or at least most of it. Now let's blend out our highlight or our concealer, whatever you want to call it. But I use my sponge first, just like I do with my foundation, and then I'll follow up with a brush. And because I like my eyes to sit the longest, I'm going to blend them out last. Once everything's all blended down, I'm going to set all of these areas with my Juvia's Place setting powder. I mean, it might as well be a powder because, honey, the bake makes it stay. But I'm going to use my Juvia's Place powder in the shade Gobi to set these areas that I've highlighted. Another quick tip is that when it comes to choosing a setting powder, I try to stay along the same lines as choosing a foundation color by picking something that goes with my undertones. As you can see, the powder that I'm using has a nice yellow to it, and that mixes well with the warm undertones in my skin. Now to contour. Contouring is a technique used to shape the face or to slim it or give it a more chiseled look. Now, I found that the easiest way for me to contour my cheeks is to make the infamous fishy face. It kind of creates a guideline for me so that I don't go overboard, and it just helps keep things soft. Now, I also contour my forehead because it is big, and I contour my nose as well, but I use a bronzer for my nose so it's not too harsh. Now, keep in mind when it comes to contour, you're gonna have to blend. So you're gonna see me blending and blending and blending, and wait for it, sis, I'm gonna keep blending because you don't want any harsh lines. Once I'm done with the highlighting and the contouring, I'm going to take a little bit of bronzer and just go in between those two areas to pull everything together. I'm going to add bronzer to my cheeks, around my chin, and a little bit on my forehead as well. Once I'm done bronzing,
I'm gonna add a little bit of highlighter on my nose and of course my cheeks and stuff. And I forgot to add that part into the video. Sorry guys, but at this point you're finished. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope you all learned something. Have a good day.